Welcome to Rivoli Chat.
Again.
Yes. We had an interview similar to this. How long ago was that? Probably
Two lifetimes.
2 lifetimes ago. But we're back. This is the Rivoli dining room down at Queen and Spadina. And I want to talk a little bit about what we do here in this space. And that is obviously our dining room. So we serve food and drinks. We have our patio, which you see behind. So it's usually full of people, but we've converted it today into a little bit
cozy,
of a cozy, what do you want to say?
Family room.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
But the gallery is what I want to talk about. So we have a rotating gallery in the dining room. So it's local artists, it's international artists, all coming around that we get to showcase physical, printed, painted, visual arts. Which is one thing that we love to do. And the display we have now is actually you. It's your photography.
I'm on display. Oh, right.
You're on display right now. And so that's what we're introducing today, right?
Yeah.
We have a new project called Moving Still.
Moving Still. So the photograph exhibition is an entry point, I would say. And thanks for having me. I'm a regular. I'm a loyal customer. I'm a good friend. I'm very glad to be here to find my footing in Toronto. Yeah. Thanks for having me. And
Cheers.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you to everybody.
So today is very important to me because I just noticed that, I know mostly every one of you, we had private conversations here and there, and then you all know a part of me, but never the whole picture. Well, that includes you.
That includes me.
Yeah. So it's important to me to have everyone in the same room experiencing what I've been through, all that. So thanks for being here. So the entry point is the photos, the photo exhibition.
Yes.
And then that would lead to a bigger world.
So that's the relation between the photos that we have here and the album that's coming out, which is called Moving Still.
Moving Still.
So tell me this. I want to talk a little bit about like the inspiration for the album and how that came to be. So we have all these photos on the wall, which are from your travels, from your life throughout the years. So what came first? Are the photos that you took an inspiration for this album musically, or was the album kind of all in your head while you were traveling and taking these photos?
I have no idea what comes first. It's like the chicken or the egg, or the lyrics or the melody. I would say the idea comes first, and then for Moving Still, this particular project, life comes first. So I have taken like thousands of pictures, but I kind of consolidated them, and then only 15 are on display. They're basically fragments of my life. So.
And how do they relate to the album?
Let me, please. So, I would like to tell you about my life trajectory so far in the patterns. Because so when I was looking at the pictures and I was looking at listening to my music so far, and I figured out a pattern. It's gathering information and then compression, explosion at some point, things starting to scatter around, falls apart, and then I gather the information again, rinse and repeat. This pattern has been happening in my life, in my love life, in my career, basically everything. So when I look back, all those pictures, they are like just fragments of my memories. And then, at that point in my life, I was doing this, but they have one thing in common. I try to eliminate all the human features. Yeah. It's kind of like an anti-social shit. Yeah.
That's very much what the imagery is all about in the photo work.
The imagery is kind of sparse and, I would say, quiet, and a lot of thoughts, a lot of residue of a life well lived. Yeah. So this is it. I came to Toronto like a year ago, but I restarted my life 2 years ago. I lost everything. I started from scratch. Like, wow, this is kind of fun. You know, not everyone in the world has a second chance, but when I had that chance, I make the most out of it. I spent a year in Spain, like living and doing shit. And then Toronto came to my mind because of a lot of reasons. We'll get into that later. Yeah. So I'm looking at the photos. So I can see these things. First of all, is the light. Everything has to, first we see the light. And then when light appears, it comes shadow. When there's light and shadow, we have empty rooms and space that capture all of that, and they form architecture. When architecture appears, people start to appear. But somehow the pictures or the angle I chose, I always chose to capture the people being absorbed into the architecture. It's like the human activities being illuminated or being shaped by what others tell us to do or to be. And then it's always the small moments that remain. The small moments like people having a sip of beer or just walk by, it's just like a step on dog shit. Doesn't matter. It's those moments who form a story. So my photographs, they are taken all over the years, all over the world, basically. I've traveled over 80 to 80 countries, lived in a few continents. I've lived in many, many cities, but all those photographs, they don't scream tourism. That's not my thing. That's not my jam. It's all about those small moments that form a life together. And then somehow, what is the common factor? It's the loneliness. It's the loneliness of living in different cities, different parts of the world, different cultures, different languages. So what is one thing in common is the loneliness. Yeah. And then after I came to this conclusion, I listened to my songs. What are they? They are also the fragments of my life. It's like I don't plan to walk this path. I don't plan to take these pictures and then plan this trip. They just happen. And then after a while, gathering information, after a while, those information would be consolidated. And then it would be compressed until some point that it has to explode. That's the story of my life. And this is what I want to share with you too. So nothing glorious about it. It's messy. It's all over the place. It's not planned, but somehow the parts are there. Now we just put them into one room. That's it. So after I moved to Toronto, like almost a year ago, I have my dog, my everything, my adopted son, who's like 21 years old already. So like a new form of family, new location, new environment, new everything. I started from scratch. I started to rebuild it again until now. I think it's ready to explode. Yeah. And it has to be a controlled demolition or explosion. I don't want it to be like, hey, here I am. No, it's not like that. It's like, hey, this is what I want to share with you. This is the mistakes I have made, so you don't have to repeat that. So this is something you can enjoy. And then how does it go? I don't know. I just want to share. You tell me how it goes. Because you're a man of culture.
Well, thank you.
And beer.
And beer. Cheers. Now you say nothing is planned.
No, nothing is planned.
Well,
everything I planned fell apart.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And then you rebuild and you gather and all this stuff. But one thing that is planned is the end of this.
The end of
this gallery. The end of this, which is on, if I read correctly, September 6th, which is when something is happening here at the Rivoli. And in the back room, we have the actual concert for this new album.
The legendary back room.
The legendary back room.
Yeah.
Which you have played before.
Yeah.
A couple
times. Like an experiment. Yeah.
So that's when this exhibition is ending,
and
kind of all accumulation into the show that will be taking place. But then that brings us more into operations, a little bit of like how this works. How does it work with the venue? Like, let's talk about why we're actually working together. Why
Right.
is Rivoli and Yatfung in the same space?
Okay.
And what are we doing to develop that?
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Where should we start?
well,
Yeah.
we've put together this concert.
Yeah.
What are the I don't know. We want to go into kind of like how we work, how this ecosystem is sustained.
There's a big topic.
It's a big topic.
So let's start with one. Why the Rivoli first? Okay.
Let's start there.
Yeah. So Rivoli has been a host for a lot of big names when they are starting, when they are someone already, they always come back here. Like who was here? Neil Young was here.
Yep.
Come on. Yeah. Who played here?
Yeah.
First Toronto show.
Adele.
Adele played her
Yep.
first Toronto show at the back room there.
Yeah.
So you've been
Blue Rodeo.
Oh yeah, Blue Rivoli, the Canadian legendary band, and then we can
We
really,
can name them off for days.
Yeah, for days, and there will be a good good episode.
Mm-hmm.
So when I walked into this room, I feel it. This is a room that can hold things together. This is a room of bridging different cultures, different people, different walks of life. And then we all enjoy something that everyone can resonate with.
Yeah, I like to consider the Rivoli like a hub of community and culture.
Exactly.
And obviously music comes into that.
Of course. Music is
Art comes into that.
the core of everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a music venue.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay. So let me share something with you. I've been to Toronto so many times. The first time was 2003. Yeah. And then I had my concerts there. And then, I found this thriving Chinese community very lively and everything. Because, Chinese community here is quite dominant, I would say.
Yes.
Right? And in many ways, it's very important and powerful. And then all these years, I have been coming back to Toronto, sometimes for personal reasons, sometimes for work. And then every time I saw something changing, it's like all these 23 years of my experience in Toronto is like, oh, Chinese are getting stronger and stronger, in the same time, smaller and smaller. I don't know why. It has to do with other technologies and the culture, how people perceive entertainment too. But so there's one thing. Like when a Chinese person comes to Toronto, he doesn't even have to speak English, right? Mm-hmm. Which is convenient, and I enjoy that too. Yeah, it feels like home. But then the world would get smaller and smaller. Yeah. So last year when I decided, okay, Toronto will be my next home. Yeah, that will be meaningful. It will be fun because I have my footing here. I have my friends here, I have my network here. But the first thing I told myself, I don't want to stay inside that bubble, that circle, which is fine for a lot of people. But not for me. I have lived in so many places. I can write in 3 languages. I can share. I have so many things to offer. Chinese is always in my blood. I would always go back there. And then you know what? Yeah, Chinese music industry made me rich too. I wouldn't say no to money. But there's something more to that. Something more to what I've been through, what I've been trying to do. There has to be more to be done. So I told myself, okay, now this time I'm just a 50-year-old kid with the craziest dream. Why don't I start over in another language, which actually I was growing up with? Yeah, all the songs, all my nutrients, all my influence, they're all the 70s, 60s singer-songwriters from North America, England. So I translated all those knowledge to my Chinese music. Now, after 25 years doing music in Chinese, I think it's time to get back to my roots culturally. Or you know what? I don't know how. It's like chicken first or egg first, music first, melody first. I don't know. I feel like this is what I'm doing. This is what I have to do now. So, Moving Still is an album of my first the conclusion of the first 50 years of my life. And then it would be a door to a world that I think I belong to. And 6th of September would be happening in the back room right there. I would present all the songs. So there will be like 12 songs in the Moving Still album. Like 9 of them would be, they are translation from my Chinese hits to English, which took me like quite a few years to do. And now it's ready. Final 1% push, I'll get it done. Like these 2 days. Yeah. And then there will be a few originals. And then what? And then what do you tell me? I don't know.
In terms of the album?
This is why I need you guys here tonight. We don't know what's next. So we talk about operation, right?
Yeah.
So we have all the photos here. We have a back room here. We have the culture here. We have all the right people here. We have all the ears here. But where's the ecosystem? Yeah. So now I want to ask you guys a question. So we sell out back room because because the age group of my audience, I know everyone prefers to sit comfortably. Yeah. When we're sitting comfortably in a room, maximum is 100 people. Maximum. When we can stand, it can 200 something, I can. So yeah, please take it from here. How does it work?
How does it work?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in terms of running a concert from a venue point of view, we want as many people in that space as possible.
Of course. Yeah.
No brainer.
Yeah.
We want all the people in that space to purchase something from the venue as well as the tickets from the artist.
Yeah.
Because I think that's one thing that is sometimes misunderstood. And that is that, when somebody buys tickets to a show, they're contributing to the show.
Yeah, part of it.
But they're not contributing to the venue.
Right.
So they're contributing to the artist and to the musicians and to the marketing and the creation of that show at the venue. But the venue doesn't always get parts of that. So it's about supporting the venue as well as supporting the artist so that everybody is.
So that's the ecosystem.
I think that's the ecosystem. Basically, go out, enjoy your music.
Yeah. Have a drink.
Have some food.
Have some food.
Buy your ticket and go for the entire evening.
Yeah. Okay. So that's basically how you run the business too. So let me tell you from an artist's point of view. We still don't know how much a ticket should be, really. It's like it really depends on a lot of factors, I guess. But I was thinking like, okay, let's say $60. Like for a lot of people, why are you going to a bar? You pay $60 for that? And then let me tell you. So even if 100 tickets sold out, $60 per ticket, how much is that? 6,000? Yeah, at least half of that will go to the band, not including other necessary expenses like rehearsal and then like how we put the things together. But this is not the audience responsibility. This is the artist's responsibility to take care of all that. And then you present something out, people come to support it. That's good. But that's only so much we can do. Yeah. So I think Rivoli is not, actually for me, it's not about the revenue of that night. It's about the positioning. Yeah. Of course, we have to make everything work. We have to take off the bar. Yeah. I'll make sure, some songs of mine are drinking songs, so please buy a drink when you listen to my music. Yeah. So we support the venue, the staff, and the environment, ecosystem is healthy. But, if it stops there, and then artists will die.
Yes.
Yeah. So I know you have a vision, John. Rivoli is not just a venue. It represents a culture. It represents something bigger than a venue itself, music itself. What is it?
it's a little piece of Toronto. It's the, I look at it as the, well, I said earlier, the cultural and community hub of the city. I want it to be where people go for the next big thing in music and art, culture, community. And
you've been doing it.
I've been trying.
Yeah, for so many years now.
Little by little, it's building, and I'm happy. We've made it 5 years, and we're going to continue as long as we can.
Okay. So may I ask, why me?
Why you?
Yeah.
Other than us being friends.
Yeah. We're all friends.
No reason. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
you are.
Yeah.
I was introduced to you actually through the Rivoli, which is another aspect of what the Rivoli is and what it does.
Yeah, I was a guest.
You were a guest for the concert, which was very fun, and so I was introduced to you then, and I didn't know you.
Same here.
Yeah.
You know it.
But I didn't know your background.
Do I know myself? Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
But that connection and that introduction offered us another a glimpse into another world or another connection or another community, and developing that is a great opportunity for Rivoli, and then we developed a friendship out of that, which is fantastic. So I think whatever we can do or however we can build this, I think is beneficial to both of us.
Yeah, it is. So from let me share with you one more thing. Okay, about the building thing. Actually, like when I was a guest in the back room for Yes, during that time I was promoting a concert too, in the Horseshoe Tavern. Yeah, another crown in the Queen Street West.
Yes,
it's like the Rivoli and Horseshoe Tavern. It's like two main guys, anchors. So I was doing that, and then I reached out to my Chinese community. Of course, they're my people too. They're my people, not two. Yeah, you my people too. Yeah, doesn't matter. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. So we go for the familiar. So when I reached out to my Chinese community friends, and then they said, "Oh, you're having a show in Horseshoe Tavern? Why there?" Same thing. Like, why don't you do one in Markham? Okay, so because of this and that. So this is an iconic historic venue. I want to do that, but it's so far away from Markham, and it's so far away from everything. It's so far away from everyone's routine. I know that, and it's a cold Monday night. And a lot of moving pieces. You know, it's not easy to motivate people to just move their ass out of the house on a Monday night to somewhere that's out of their routine. But I still want to do that because of that. And then, this is the thing. My friends, they understood everything. And then they started to help. Okay, so now we have this sponsor. He can just absorb 20 tickets. So what you give back is this. Okay, now we have 5 different sponsors. Now they can absorb like 100 tickets. All you have to do is do this. You take these pictures and then you post it. And you do an event here, do an event there. This, which is fine because it can fill up the venue. And actually, that's how a lot of Chinese acts roll. And everyone's happy. I know that can work, but I didn't take that offer. I told them, you know what? I believe in the value of music itself. You know, when an audience finds it valuable, no matter how hard, no matter how inconvenient, they would do it. So that ticket price was like 70 something. It was a token of appreciation. I want real audience. I want audience I can connect with, instead of just running a business. And basically, I chose the hard way. I chose the impossible way, which is fun, and which is the essence of my life too. I always chose the impossible way, but something always worked out because I believe in that shit so much, so deep, until cannot be contained anymore. It exploded, and then gather information. Rinse and repeat. Okay, so this is this is getting repetitive now. So what I'm trying to say is, I still believe in this course, in this trajectory. I believe bubbles can be burst. I believe people can be brought together. I believe ecosystems can coexist. I believe different languages, different cultures can exist in one room. So now we have back room on the 6th of September, which can host what? How many people? I don't know. Yeah, standing, but you know, yeah,
100 seated.
Seated arrangement will be like 60. No, like 100.
80 to 100.
Okay.
That's what we're looking for.
You know, we don't have to go into the numbers because it's tiring, seriously. But what we have this time, something extra, is exciting because we're bringing in one collaborator.
Oh, yeah?
Who is Rivoli.
Rivoli. Rivoli is an exciting opportunity, yes.
Yeah. So I believe the music and the photographer, the photographs and the photographer, and then all the stories belong to one room, especially for Moving Still, this album. It has to belong to one room, but one room can be shared by millions of people, audience around the world. Mm-hmm. That's where Rivoli comes in. They're a new Canadian company.
Yes. And they handle streaming. So they are a partner with Rivoli, and what they're doing is they've installed some camera equipment that basically handles or watches our stage and will continuously stream events that will be coming through the Rivoli stage.
Yeah, and it will be archived.
And it will be archived. So therefore, if an artist, for instance, our show
Yatfung.
That's coming up, Yatfung, you're going to want to stream the event. So therefore, it will be recorded, put on the platform, and people can tune in live for that concert wherever they are, wherever they may be in the world.
Yeah.
And we can do this from all the artists that come through our stage, which is what's exciting for that opportunity through Rivoli, meaning that if the artist wants to broadcast it and create tickets for the online aspect as well as the in-room aspect, then they can do that. And so
awesome.
We're going to see what we can do for your event.
Yeah. Because up to this point, I'm lost. Yeah, I'm so happy with my album and my photos and everything is here. What's next? I don't know. I want to ask you guys. What do you see in this, actually? It's just a waste of time. Yeah, get back to whatever.
Well, I think what people might want to see is a little bit of a tidbit of what you're bringing to the show on September 8th.
Yeah. Okay, I talked about translation of lyrics, right? Let me see. So it might be out of tune, but... Okay, all these years I have written so many songs shared by millions of people, Chinese. And I think they evolved because, I'm not the same person now when I compared to when I wrote the song like 25 years ago. Okay. So how to translate a Chinese song into English is not literal. So this is one of my better known songs. The best is yet to come, right? 永遠有一個吻未嘗，有些燭光未燃亮，讓愛太苦要落堂，吉他斷線亦無恙. Okay, direct translation would be literally, there's always one more kiss awaits. It works. 有些燭光未燃啦, one more candle to hold the flame. There's always one more kiss awaits. One more candle to hold the flame. 跟住咧，若愛太苦要落堂。When love goes bitter, take some sweet. 好似唔好 work 啦已經。Go on first. When love too bitter, take some sweet. 吉他斷線亦無恙。Broken string can't be replaced. Okay, literally it works. I understand every word, you understand every word, but when you listen to this song through another lens, like English listeners, that's a little bit weird. Like, how? No, they're not coherent. So It took me quite a while to figure out. Translation is not word by word, of course. It has to be goal oriented. So what I'm trying to do is not telling you what the Chinese is saying. I'm translating an emotion. So I kept thinking for months though, there's always one more kiss away. Okay, it works. One more candle to hold the flame. Also works. It's kind of visual. People can picture it. Fine. When love goes bitter, take some sweet. What the fuck is that? No, it doesn't work. How about when love goes bitter, take a break. Better. Okay. Take a break. It exists in the English language, so people can relate to easier. But no, still, it's like trying to make it so close to the original. It can be done better. So when there's always one more kiss awake, one more candle to hold the flame. So the story goes, I did so many versions until I met a friend who is a wine merchant. James, I'm talking about you, by the way. You inspired this line. Open the wine, let it breathe. Is it relatable? Yeah. You open the wine, let it breathe. It's action, it's visual. People can relate to that. People can see that, and they come to the conclusion themselves. Oh, time matters. Okay. And then guitar 斷線亦無恙, like broken string can't be replaced. Yeah, I know, but what are you talking about? No. The essence of the song is not about the guitar strings. It's about soothing. So, and the best is yet to come is like 20-something years old. Okay, why don't we go like this? Play that old song on repeat. So the whole thing goes like, there's always one more kiss away, one more candle still in flame. Visual. Open a wine, let it breathe. Play that old song on repeat. And then goes back to hug someone, to kiss someone. The best is yet to come. It works, right? It works better than broken string can't be replaced. So example 1. How do you feel? Does it make sense to you? Yeah? Okay, another one. Let's say, okay. One cigarette time. Like, the chorus goes like in Chinese. 用了一次煙的時間，時間掛念誰 Using one cigarette's time to meet someone. 浪費了幾分鐘的感情 Wasting a few minutes of your time, of your life. 計算得到還未算太累 I can calculate it so I would not be too tired. Come on, when you translate the whole thing into English, it's so unsexy. It's like, what? Yeah, wasting your time is just so calculated. What? So now it took me like 2 years to figure it out, how I can translate it. So, like, 用了一支時間, using one cigarette's time. This is how the Chinese would go. But no, give me one cigarette. Give me one cigarette's time. 去掛念誰 to meet someone. Oh no, give me a break. Give me one cigarette's time, that would be enough. Enough for what? Burn through the best love that never happened, though I never thought it'd be so hard. So the whole, for most of you who are bilingual, you can tell the difference already. It's like the Chinese words and the English words are totally different. There's like 50% there, but the emotion is there. It can be translated. So this is my approach. You work on it. You work on the language itself from another perspective, from another lens. And that takes life experience, hard work, and stuff. And moving still is about that. moving still is about translating emotion. I hope I can justify myself.
Till it gets tired.